Hi, Mike Serra here from Customer States. If you're searching for the highest quality additives, lubricants, or cleaners for your automotive, heavy equipment, agricultural, or industrial machinery needs, look no further than the Justice Brothers line of products. From lubing your chainsaw, performing a complete fuel system treatment and decarb service on a customer's vehicle, keeping that forklift forking and lifting, or just need a can of that famous JB80 penetrant to persuade a rusty bolt, Justice Brothers has you covered. Travis Ferris of HIT Distributing is not only Southern California's authorized Justice Brothers distributor, but also a great friend of mine. Over the years, Travis has helped me and my dealership with anything and everything we need, including all the lines of Justice Brothers products and even equipment to perform the various services we may need for our specific application. HIT stands for honesty, integrity, and trust. So you know when you contact Travis, that's exactly what you'll get. That, combined with Justice Brothers supplying superior quality automotive products since the 1940s and 75 years in the racing industry, you'll have absolutely everything at your disposal to get the job done. Justice Brothers is proudly made in the USA, and they have a satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Justice Brothers has the best quality products over any other competitor, and they'll gladly tell you that themselves. If you live in the Southern California area, call my man Travis Ferris at 805-208-7818. And if you don't, call him anyway and tell him I said thanks. And visit justicebrothers.com to learn more about their complete line of products. Justice Brothers, America's brand for quality.
Hi, this is Allie, and I've been trying to reach you about your vehicle's extended warranty. Please press 1 to listen to Customer States podcast, where we talk about everything in the automotive industry. Ready? To my left? Wait, just do it.
Oh, you should have been like, to be removed from our calling list, crack a beer.
Oh, okay.
That's
Next time,
we'll just call it the cold open.
The cold open. There you go.
The cold one open. All right, guys, this is Allie, the warranty administrator from your dreams that you love and know.
Warranty wizard.
The warranty wizard. And to my left is Jake Rikus.
Hi. Hey guys, it's Jake again.
Hi, Jake.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Jake.
Hi, everybody. My name's Jake, and I have a problem speaking into the microphone.
I was gonna think you were gonna say, like, my name's Jake and I work at a car dealership. Hi, Jake.
It's gonna rain.
We feel your sympathy. Just kidding.
Welcome back to Customer States again, guys. It's another Friday that we have survived the torment, BS, customers, everything that's involved. To my left, I'm sorry. I'm a service advisor, and I think I still like it. I've been doing it for a couple of years, but been in the automotive industry for a long time. So to my left is the button presser, the mic screamer, and the sales tormentor himself, Kevin.
Hey, what's up, everybody? That was quite the introduction. Thank you, Jake.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't do anything for the automotive industry. I used to do car audio.
Anymore.
Yeah, I used to do car audio. And yeah, that's pretty much me. I just torment as much as I possibly can.
Once a car audio installer, always a car audio installer.
Yeah, I can do some electrical work inside a vehicle,
Yeah.
but I don't do it professionally, so it doesn't count.
Anymore.
Right. Anyway,
Anymore.
that beautiful, silky, smooth voice that you're hearing over there. Yeah, I'm talking about you, buddy. Is Mike Serra, and he is to my left. Mike?
Hi, Kevin. To my right. My name is Mike, hashtag sell the bell.
Sell that shit.
Sell it.
My name is Mike Serra, senior master technician, shop foreman, transmission technician. I do a ton of stuff in the dealership, and as I say, I wear many, many, many hats. I'm currently watching Kevin combine beverages in a can.
Yeah. Why have we not done this?
Oh, how does it
I
taste?
just picked up that sizzle, too.
Yeah, you're experimenting, and that's cool.
We're making a
It's okay.
Strawberry, lime, blueberry, acai.
hard seltzer cocktail.
So we had mentioned
Sell the bell.
Yeah, we heard the bell, and I
Now
had
we're
mentioned
here.
hashtag
There it is.
sell the bell, and so here we're at in the point of our podcast where we should talk about it.
Here we're at.
Here we are at.
Here we are at.
This is here.
down by the river. here we are at with a man who wears many hats.
Yes.
Yes.
So Jake, do you want to talk a little bit about the bell in particular, and that therefore it goes to hashtag sell the bell?
What can we say about the bell? She's been there for
9 countries.
She's been there for us. She's another member of the podcast.
The fifth member.
The
yeah.
fifth member.
She supports us.
It started out kind of as just a joke, kind of a ploy, but it's really evolved into something that's become part of the podcast, and We, like we said, sell the bell. It is something that we're really looking forward to sharing with you guys. And
Can I dive just for a second into
Please.
the
meaning behind
illustrious history of the bell?
Please do.
Where the bell came from?
where the
Where
bell
did it
came
come
from,
from?
where the bell came from, and why we use it, and what we use it for.
Yeah. Okay. So I used to work, like I said, I used to do car audio, and we had a Dynamat display up front, and the owner, Mr. Richard Chronister,
Oh,
of that,
I love you, Rich.
love you, Rich, of that wonderful car audio shop that taught me oh so much. He had a Dynamat display, and the Dynamat display had two little
Sell the bell,
bellhop
Sell the bell.
bellhop bells, and one of them was Dynamated and the other one wasn't. So you, of course, would have every fucking customer that came into that shop.
and their grandma.
Yeah. And people, people thought it was like, excuse me, I need service. But they also were just like talking to Rich mid conversation, just smacking that shit. Yeah. So, and Rich is kind of a funny guy. He doesn't really like that shit. To be honest, I think there's maybe a contract or something he signed with the devil that he had to have these bells within customer reach.
Yeah, it seems like it would be a pain in the butt to have something there that you hate.
Yeah. So Rich decided.
Says every parts department person
yeah.
ever.
Hello?
Ring bell
Hello,
for
ding?
service.
Hello?
Yeah, like all the oil, the wheels you spin with the oil and all that shit.
Oh my God, every time.
Amps oil.
Everybody. Amps
Lucas oil.
I didn't want to fucking, it's Lucas.
Well.
But anyway, so Rich decided
Justice Brothers.
very smartly to get out of the automotive industry and move to Texas and start selling
Bells.
rifle parts and accessories. Hashtag short action precision.
Short
Oh, that's
action
the same
precision.
Rich.
That's the same.
Oh, that's
Rich.
SAP.
Yep.
SAP, baby.
Very nice.
But anyway, so when the shop was being dismantled, he gave me both the bells, and I have given Mike one of the bells, the
have-
shitty Dynamat bell.
I have the
Is
terrible.
that the
Dynamite
other bell?
This is the
That's
other
the
bell.
other
The other bell.
So they are
The bell.
The bells.
kindred spirits. We have to keep them somewhat close, like they have to smell that we were next to
Separate,
the other.
but equal.
Oh, let's not go there.
Oh, wait.
But yeah, so the bell became this kind of like way to annoy the shit out of Rich. It was when we had a beer garden at his house. This was like the, hey, what's up? Like, what's going on in the kitchen kind of thing. So it's just kind of been like a member of
The family.
the family or the event or whatever.
Absolutely,
It's just like
yeah.
another entity at an event. And so
Part of your automotive upbringing.
pretty much,
Yeah.
and barbecues and all that. It's just fun. It's kind of like an easy button.
Yeah.
So when we decided, hey, we're going to do a podcast, of course, the fucking bell had to come in because we were kind of doing a little homage to Richard Chronister and
Hashtag sell the bell.
the days of auto essentials. And
It's like a Pavlovian response.
yeah,
gonna
yeah. And of course it worked right into what we were trying to
Yeah.
do. It's like, of course we have a fucking bell. Why wouldn't you have a fucking bell?
Yeah.
And it reminds you, it's like every time you hit it, you think of something from the past, the good times, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, the barbecues, the work, the whatever, the episodes we're recording. I mean, if you hear that when you're 60,
Rich's-
you're going to be like, oh, that podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Rich's blood pressure.
Yeah, Rich is freaking out right now. Sorry, bud. I should have given you a warning on that.
We hit it when we say something funny,
Yep.
or when we say something that somebody agrees with, or we diss somebody, or
It's like
whatever.
almost a
I mean,
punctuation.
Kevin has
Exactly.
to
Yeah, it's-
quietly let us know that we're fucking up.
It's the
Yeah.
punctuation mark at the end of a sentence. I mean, it's this in the most simplest of forms, and we're offering it to you as a way to include you in what we do. Whether you're listening to the podcast and you like something funny that we said and you didn't hear the bell and you want to ring it yourself, or if you made your numbers at work, or you sold a certain amount of units, or you completed a job in under warranty times, it's a way for you to actually be able to be interactive with the podcast and with us.
Or just make it your own thing.
Make it your own thing for
It's
sure.
like you finally get to curse out that customer because you're going to quit tomorrow. Hit the bell.
I mean, it does come on a beautiful plinth that says customer state.
It does come
which also
on a
holds
beautiful plinth.
Yes.
which also holds
Two different
beers if you take the bell off.
So we haven't even described what we're actually
Yeah,
offering
yeah.
yet. So we should
We should
drop
probably get into
right
that
now.
before we
Yes.
just start talking
Okay.
about it.
Yes.
Who wants to describe that?
So it is a beautifully designed and 3D printed base that is a long rectangle. It has amazing lettering that is 3D that says customer states on the front. And on the top is a recessed holder for, of course, the bell,
which you get
And-
included in
the bell,
Your beverage.
and your beverage of choice. It'll
Absolutely.
hold Red Bulls if you are tired as hell. It will hold your favorite tasty beverage, whether it's a Truly or a beer when
you
you
mean
are
when
a
you're at home.
generic
When you're at
hard
home.
correct when
seltzer.
you're at home. Of course, don't drink at work. Unless you're
And
Unless you have
if
to.
you flip it upside down, it'll hold your money.
yep.
You can. It fits bills. It's about the size
Oh,
of a bill.
nice.
So
You could stash your favorite
Little,
pen
little
inside of
stash
it.
away. Yep.
Yeah.
yep.
Hide candy from your children.
Yep.
Whatever.
Like candy from
Yeah, you can put your cell phone underneath it when your boss comes around.
The
Many things. Oh, you know what? When it's flipped upside down, if you're playing your phone, it'll amplify the sound of your phone.
So
There
many
you go.
uses.
multi-use.
Look
More-
at you.
More uses coming to
Yeah, and there's plenty
coming
of
soon.
side, even if there's a bell on top or a tasty beverage, there's plenty of space on the sides for other accoutrement that you may have throughout your day.
Your favorite
Accoutrement.
Pokemon character or Matchbox car,
Oh, yeah.
who knows?
Oh, yeah.
The sky's the limit. And essentially, this is we're offering this as a way for you to enjoy us and to recognize
Enjoy
your own,
us.
your own accomplishments in the daily life at the dealership or wherever you may work.
Right, or outside.
Take a little piece of us with you.
But
It's getting therapeutic.
it's going to
A
be
little
great.
bit.
You guys
Take
are
a
going to love
deep
this
breath.
thing. Pictures to follow. You'll be able to figure out how to actually get in contact with us and purchase these things. Customer States Podcast at gmail.com. And that's how you can go ahead and get your pre-orders in. We're offering you this one-of-a-kind experience for a $40 donation. So
And that
will-
ships anywhere in the United States.
Anywhere in the
Yes.
United States.
Including
anywhere in
Alaska.
the United States. So $40 shipping included. You get to have a piece of us, and you get to help and support us.
Oh,
at
oh.
the same.
And
Mike, I have a question.
Pause.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
What about the Canucks?
I was just going to actually get into that.
So we haven't figured that part out yet, but I'm sure we can work something out. So
For the most ease at this point, it's like for our Canadian listeners who we love just as much and we don't want to exclude you.
Fuck yeah.
oh, everyone is included. No
When-
matter where you live, we'll get it to you.
Right. When you guys contact us about wanting one for the
Is that shake and bake?
That's fucking shaking.
Give me that one more time. Roll that back.
Yeah.
You can hear like the car in the background.
Yeah, you try finding me a good sample of that.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding.
I worked super hard to find that. Okay, let's move on.
For
That's why I
For
forgot to
our,
listen to it again.
for our Canadian listeners, you can still contact us the same way. We'll definitely get one to you, and at that point, we'll have a better idea of what we would have to charge for international shipping. But don't be
Those
don't-
are minute details.
Exactly. So don't be scared. Contact us. We love each of our listeners the exact same, and we want to be able to share this experience with anybody who is interested in it.
With a $40 donation, you get to interact with us.
You guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
For the low, low price of $40.
yeah, exactly. In the arms of the
Yeah,
angel.
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Hashtag sell the bell. We are
Sell it.
ready to go.
Yep.
And you will see pictures. So let's move on to
See pictures and taste
to the next thing.
Phrasing.
taste them.
I don't know. You said see pictures and taste.
Oh, okay, fair enough. It's like Fun Dip, but for a bell.
Speaking of tastes, have you guys ever had your
that was a
taste
fucking-
buds tantalized?
Beautiful transition. Can we just take a moment here for that? That's a bell-worthy moment.
horrible.
Oh shit!
At elbow.
Did you guys just elbow each other?
You
No.
guys can't high five for shit.
Don't you
No,
live
To
together?
be
was
fair,
just-
man,
I
look
know
what
the
I'm dealing
elbow
with here.
trick. I know the elbow trick. I know you're supposed to look at the elbow. Perfect high five. Yes.
Yeah, if you stare at
look
your
at the
elbow.
other person's elbow.
I don't think that much. I just connect my hand to
If
the
you
other person's.
if you want the perfect
you think you're
high
better
five,
than me?
well, I mean, have you listened? Well, no. Have you
I plead
listened to
the
his? Have you listened to his intro? He's the man of many hats.
The man of many hats. Hey,
Fergus.
We're just gonna keep rolling with it.
Yeah,
okay,
woof.
yeah.
Fuck it. We've
It's
got
fine.
two dogs
Hey, guys.
barking at someone at the door. It's a pain in the ass.
Hey guys, there's dogs here.
There's the-
I don't know what to tell
They're,
you.
they're the pod poochies. They're part of the family.
So
Maybe
speaking
when they
of-
ring the bell, their dogs will bark. I mean, come on.
maybe
The true
speaking
Pavlovian
of
response.
members of the family, when you all get together at work for a pizza party or a barbecue
Right.
like they do at our work.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, how does that make you feel?
Did your sales department
Panther.
did your sales department sell $5 million worth of sales? Well, how else would your management thank you than $25 worth of pizza and room temperature Diet Coke?
So when I hear the term like barbecue or employee lunch or pizza party, I automatically think that there's bad news coming down the pipeline because we're gonna sweeten the deal with telling you all the horrible things that are gonna happen to you,
But
with a little bit of free food.
Right. But we're gonna get you fat and sleepy so you can't run away.
Yeah.
So,
well, they're gonna stop paying me as much, but they did give me free pizza.
exactly.
today.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we're cutting your salary, but hey, you like pepperoni?
Right. Oh.
We had a barbecue today
a company barbecue
for
today.
the first time since November of 2019. So
okay.
So
beginning of
COVID
the
had something to do with it, but
it was also yeah. So we our old service manager is retiring, so that was part of it. We
it
also
was like a little send off.
right. So there were some tears, and everybody was
That made me cry.
I know
I'm
it.
not gonna lie, I got teary eyed from that.
me, Joe, and Alex were all like, hey, "You see, Allie, she's crying."
Oh, you jerks!
That's hard watching somebody.
It
that
is.
you've
It
worked
does-
with so
Dawn-
long, or you've even looked up to if they're in a management position. things like that.
Totally.
Yeah,
Da-
that's
Don is like a father figure. He was a really, really cool guy. He cared about everybody. It was real family with him. You could feel it. It was more than just a job to him. It was making sure everybody was happy. He really cared. He wanted to teach you.
He was a good one.
And he still continued that. It's like with him leaving, he's pulled each and every one of us aside in service and gone, if you guys need anything, he's like, if there's a question the new guy can't answer, if you feel uncomfortable with him or anything, he's like, you have my cell phone number.
That's a good.
Yeah,
that's a good-
he's like, you can call me anytime, and if I don't answer, he's like, I will call you and get a hold of you the minute I can.
Not to mention that like he was a very
you can see
close-
that he still cares.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, see,
He's
we-
also
we
been there for
work-
almost 40 years.
Yeah, and we work at a
Yeah.
at a very small family dealership.
Of course, yeah.
So the owners have known him
For 35.
for 35 years. Like they were good friends. Their wives were friends.
They met at a softball game.
Yeah, they met at a softball. This is part of it. And so there's a connection that they had. So
Yep.
when Don was saying his goodbyes, like it did get it a little emotional. And I was like, don't fucking cry, don't fucking cry, don't fucking cry. But afterwards,
Yeah, afterwards, we also found out that another person is retiring. So that was
yeah, shout out John Swanson.
one of our finance managers. So just kind of everybody's kind of jumping ship. It's an older generation at that one because they've been there since it turned into Mazda in '88.
Oh, yeah.
And they were there previous when it was, Volvo, Mitsubishi, all of that. So they've been there a long time. But we had a barbecue there, so it was basically the regular spread. It's like, you got your frozen Costco hamburgers, you got some sausages in there, you got chips that are just like 2 days before their expiration
hold on.
date.
They actually barbecue
Yeah,
for
they
you?
actually
barbecue for us.
barbecue.
Oh, yeah, we tried to do that one time and we got served frozen hot dogs.
No.
Just here's a hot dog sickle for
So
you.
now we have like taco trucks and like
So
that come by.
and it kind of depends on how that sets. This one was a barbecue. The one before that, they brought in a taco truck where they did the catering. But so it's nice to have that. It's like, you always hear people and the groups that we're in on Facebook, the forums and stuff like that, they always nitpick that. It's like I made
pizza party, like I said, it
Right.
means that something bad is coming. They usually say, oh, it's because you hit your numbers or whatever, which,
Right.
it does happen. But
there's a hidden agenda.
whenever I hear pizza party, yeah, there's a hidden agenda.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
So
not gonna lie, I made $20 off that barbecue.
right, there's something called
There you go.
there's something called Wow Bucks that they hand out. So if service and service parts sales, we don't get them. It's like office people
You're
and
supposed to get them.
but we don't. So if
Well, you guys suck.
oh boy, if a manager, I know, right? Shots fired.
Wow.
She's like, I'm sorry, I have $20.
Coming
What
in
do you
hot
have?
early. My goodness.
Sorry. We have a
if-
special relationship.
We do. I love you. If a manager sees that you're doing something above and beyond, you get a Wow Buck, and the Wow Buck is worth $5 at the next company barbecue, Christmas party, whatever the case is. You turn them in, they give you cash, and everybody's a little bit happier.
Hey, you know what I got mine for?
The
What?
e-waste
What?
thing.
Yeah, for the e-waste stuff from last
You mean
week.
pushing printers off of a stairwell?
Yeah.
So the
That's
barbecue.
awesome.
Yeah, it is. The barbecues are nice, and even though people do poke fun at them, I get it. Most of them are hidden agenda, or it's like the joke I made. You guys have made $5,000 in sales. Here's some Domino's and Diet Coke. And I know that can rub people the wrong way. I get that. But for the nice ones, like the one that we had today, it was nice. Everybody got to do the send off. But on a separate note, I found out that before I started working here and before Allie started working here, the
Many moons ago.
the parties, like the barbecues and the Christmas parties and stuff like that, this place went all out, man. Like, I mean, they would buy out the Four Seasons.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, like, hardcore that,
that was
man.
in the
And-
Volvo days.
yeah, so that was when Papa used to own it before the Sons got it.
We are too wild and
Oh my god.
So I've heard stories about that where it's like they'd take the whole ballroom, the whole lower floor of the Four Seasons, and everybody would just get and everybody would just get trashed. And it was
van down by the river.
and you know, like
Nailed it.
Yeah.
And like our Christmas parties now, it's like, you know, there will be a couple of TVs, maybe like a nice
Ooh,
set
some
of headphones.
TVs.
Right. So stuff
I
like
want a
Oh,
microwave
you
one.
mean like as gifts?
as gifts
Oh,
that
I
you
was
can
like,
raffle. But back then there was like 3 cars that you could win and like $10,000 vacations. Yeah, like big money stuff. And that was like every year at Christmas. Yeah, you haven't heard these stories?
No.
Yeah, Papa, you know who, before, yeah, he apparently spared no expense. And then once the Sons got it, that stopped.
If everything you're doing is bad, I want you to know this.
Sometimes it's a good, sometimes it's a shit.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes we should get it right.
I'm sorry, man. She is on like.
Sorry.
partially
I don't know.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
There we go.
Some of
Well,
my
that's
favorite.
that's on page A. I'm on C. Hold on.
That's
Well,
on
it's okay.
I'm on C.
I can do it just fine.
Some of my favorite parties, like work parties, were the potluck parties that we used to have.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we do that for
we don't do that
Halloween.
anymore when the new company took over, but
Yeah.
the old company, you know, mom and pop shop sort of thing. Yeah, everybody made a dish, and it's like, you know, you can't just bring paper plates. Like, make something and bring it in because you know it was a chance for us to taste what you like, or you know, one of your family dishes. And I mean, that was kind of a cool thing for me. Shaking it, oh man, Bubba, my old shop foreman, he brought in this like craft dinner, like mac and cheese, but it had,
Canadians,
like,
are you there?
yeah, it had like pieces of like ham. Honestly, I think it was Spam, which made it even better.
Oh,
yum.
hell
But
yeah.
like Spam and onions and like cheese, tons of cheese and the little crumbles on top. I mean, it was
Crumble.
amazing.
Did you know that SPAM stands for something?
Super perfect,
Potable.
awesome meat.
Super portable, awesome meat.
It should be, but no, it's sizzle, pork, and I'm not even kidding. I saw that for the first time. Spam had, you know, just a commercial, and they're like, Spam for always, or has and always will stand for sizzle, pork, and
And I got to say, that's what I appreciate about you.
Jake come in, and that has been Spam Facts by Jake.
Spam Facts.
Hey, you know,
Come back
I
next week
love
for your
these.
next Spam Facts.
I love these
Sometimes
random
maybe good,
facts.
sometimes maybe shit.
Oh, Spam Masubi. I need that in my life.
Okay, you
Spam
got
Masubi.
it.
Oh.
So I miss the potlucks are fun, and COVID definitely put a damper on the potlucks. But like, have you guys had any like extravagant wins from your dealership where like maybe you met certain numbers or something, and corporate sends out like a reward? Has that ever
I
happened to you?
mean, so through our manufacturer and like our brand or dealership, you know, there's like incentive packages if you sell this many, like, you know, brakes, tires, and batteries or whatever per repair order or per whatever. You know, we get these special bonuses, and we're actually like #1 in our group right now for
Nicely
brakes,
done.
tires, and batteries. I think it is actually like wiper blades, something like that, by like 100% over everybody else in our market area.
Nice.
which is great.
I think you fucking shouted
we get stuff like that, but whatever dollar amount or whatever prize goes to, I would like to think our pizza party fund. So,
or just using Justice Brothers products, and that's rewarding enough.
That is rewarding enough in itself, and thank you, Jake. Thank you. That's very good. And yeah, I mean, honestly, it's more just like for the fact that we can say that we're better than all of these other dealerships.
I'm better than you.
What does high score mean?
Honestly,
That's what I was waiting for. I'm like, where's the what does high score mean? Huge
bragging
It
rights.
does.
Yeah.
You can outperform. So if you're a smaller dealership, like we are technically from some of the people that are still in our market area, if you can outperform those people that have twice as many service,
Right.
2, 3, 4 times as many service writers, 3 times as many technicians,
It's saying something.
yeah, that's for sure saying something.
Yep.
So I mean, that's sort of the good thing about that.
Yeah. Well, and with you saying with corporate, sending down things like gifts, packages, whatever. It's like, once again, I heard about all that stuff. It's like, they
Like, did you hear about the In-N-Out truck?
well, there's that, but I'm more talking.
We had it in an outro once.
Phrasing.
I'm more talking about the fact of, Dawn has told me back in the day when you hit that, there was like, here's a trip to Hawaii, here's a trip to Aruba, here's a trip to Jamaica.
Oh, warranty
flight-
administrators don't get that.
Yeah, well,
Inconceivable.
yeah, it's like flight,
Exactly.
room, board, and food was like all included, and then they pulled that. So it's like, yeah, it's like I'm hitting great numbers, and like Mike said, it's like even with us being real small, we're on top in terms of Mazda sales or Mazda dealerships.
Don't say exact numbers; it'll give it away.
Oh God, we are top in tires and brakes ourselves. So there's that, which is really huge for us because we're tiny in comparison. I mean, we're beating big boys that are
Phrasing.
beating big boys.
Sorry,
Man, that's
Kevin, you are on it
you
today,
were
dude.
on one
Very
today.
good,
Oh,
very
this
amazing.
is why we got this guy.
Nobody knows how to mash buttons better than Kevin.
Nobody knows how to make you feel inferior like Kevin.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
There we go.
Fair. So yeah, just to
I
top
don't even
off
fucking need a
the-
microphone.
just yell into the ether, press your buttons. With the In-N-Out truck, everyone's true colors came out with that because one of the Volkswagen sales managers at the time ate 6 fucking double-doubles in one sitting.
6 double-doubles?
Double-doubles.
That's
12
nearly
patties,
12
12
patties.
pieces of
What do you mean? What do you mean by nearly? It is 12. That is a lot. I'm going to say something, and don't you dare press it. That's a lot of meat. He is
Kevin?
dying. Thank
Okay,
you.
fair.
Giggity.
Sell that shit.
Just came out. Couldn't help myself.
Oh my lord.
Hashtag sell the bell.
Hashtag sell the bell.
So, yeah, pizza party. Nothing bad happened with our pizza party this time. Like, there wasn't really any, hey, you guys
Need to do better. Or
you guys are very disappointing, or I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
The owner prints out anytime that we get together, whether
Oh, this
Christmas
part
parties
angers me.
or why does it anger you?
No, go ahead, and then I'll tell you why after.
Oh, I know why.
You know why.
Okay,
They
so
don't know why.
when we have these get-togethers, for it, even though it's not really like huge or very difficult to do, it still makes you feel good hearing it from the owner. He will go online and our CSI surveys or a Google review or a Yelp review or something that really sticks out. He'll print it and he'll read it in front of the dealership saying, this is what I love to read. So, I got a couple of, mentions, a few other people in service on both sides got some mentions.
They accused me of writing them.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. It was a real good one. It was like, Jake at service is awesome. I only come here for him. He went above and beyond. Love Allie. Love his mom.
we get that a lot. And,
Yep.
So usually when we get people that shout out like a service advisor or a technician or something like that, those actually usually get sent to the not just the general manager of the dealership, but like the zone manager or the region manager. And so when I get my senior master technician like certificates and stuff like that, Ford actually sends a copy of everything not only to my dealership but to the regional whatever
managers
Yeah.
or whatever.
CEO or whatever of
Oh,
our
that's cool.
thing. I mean, it's like kind of a big thing. So I mean,
That's what I
It's
appreciate about you, Mike.
it's pretty cool to have that recognition.
Yeah, it is.
Regardless whether it's a pizza party or not.
Well,
Well, hold on, real quick
Okay.
before I forget. Speaking of pizza parties, so we
Yes.
talked about a taco truck, and one of our longtime porters who had been there at our dealership for a long time, Hector, he was retiring, and we had a taco truck come by, and almost all of the sales department and about half the technicians told me that I should have brought out the Satan's blood and put it
Oh,
next to the sauce and stuff.
dude. Oh my God. What
Just to mess
this
with
looks
people.
good.
Yeah, because it would have blended right in for the most part.
oh my God.
60% of the time, it works every time.
It would have worked.
It would have worked.
For the people that didn't know what Satan's blood was, they would have found out real freaking quick.
They knew now. Well, I'm glad that you guys feel recognized and seen. Because
Allie's fucking salty.
because I'm actually
I'll come to you.
You want to talk about it?
Taco
I
about
want
it.
to taco about it. Nice.
Damn, you are on it tonight, bud.
You are. So that is one thing that really grinds my gears. Is the office staff never gets mentioned in any way, shape, or form, and I have to attend. It is mandatory. So if you make me listen to how awesome everybody else is, please just give a little. At least I got $20 this time. Usually that doesn't happen, so I'm not as salty as I normally would be.
I said I appreciated
I would
you.
have also accepted the cha-ching. Kevin, thank you. Thank you.
I did say I appreciate you. Everybody needs a good warranty administrator.
I don't see it as one single person in the equation. It's everybody is a group combined entity for the entire equation. So
A cog in the machine, if you will.
I think that our dealership could do a little bit better with not
Recognizing-
just sales jobs.
That's a technical foul.
See?
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 sales
Whitey agrees.
sales jobs are a
It's-
small portion of the dealership, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that goes on in the background aside from the sales.
It's illegal in 9 countries.
We might be, the windows and the walls, but office is the foundation, if you're really going to put it to that.
From the windows
To the walls.
To the... Yeah, never mind. Hashtag sell the bell.
That was a good one.
But it is true. It's like I know
So if
how hard you
you're
work.
a clerical office worker out there, we love you. We support you from Customer States. Game recognized game. You are amazing.
Oh man, but no, I know how hard you work, so I appreciate it, especially with some of the meetings you've been having with new management and some of the changes that are going to happen, and possibly some techs that are used to other ways of doing things
That could be
are
a
going to
topic.
change real quick.
That could be a topic in itself because, things that I want
Preach,
would
girl,
like
preach.
to have changed does affect other people and does affect them having to, I don't want to say work harder, but make changes.
Well, it's one thing to want those things. It's another thing to try and put it into practice. Because
Well, they're being put into practice.
one-time use parts.
Ugh.
Okay, so
Did you hear that? That was my soul dying.
Everyone knows that one-time use parts need to be billed out on every single repair order, whether
No
or not it's customer pay
exceptions.
or warranty. No exceptions. Doesn't matter if it's chemical or a safety fastener. Okay, so we have these issues still. And no matter how
Everyone
hard
has
the,
these issues,
the
I
service
think.
manager or the warranty administrator or the shop foreman or the service advisor or whoever has to get involved to tell the technician, you need to be doing your job completely and entering all these one-time use parts, not only in the computer, but also installing them on the vehicle. Still
Because
doesn't
sometimes you
happen.
install them, but someone dropped the ball and didn't put it on the ticket.
I mean, there are a number of reasons why
Yeah.
it doesn't get into the entire end equation that you see, which again proves my point earlier that it's not just the service writer or the technician or the parts department or whatever that makes the dealership as a whole good or makes you hit your numbers. It's the fact that you guys are all doing your job 100% of the time, 100% accurate, and that's why you're able to achieve these good numbers and good figures and these good efficiencies and things like that. I mean, it's literally it's not one single person that makes everything great. One single person can mess everything up.
Oh yeah,
it takes all of you to make it great, and that's why
I
we
got
have
to
a
say, that's
pizza
what I
party.
appreciate about you.
All right. So anyway, we got to take a break.
Oh man, okay.
And we're having so much fun, though.
I know, it's been fun.
Well, you know what this.
But Dad.
Don't make me turn this fucking podcast around.
Do not make me turn this podcast around. He has the power to turn off my mic, so I have to listen.
Well, thank you to
So
all of
you
our-
get nothing.
Thank you to all of our sponsors,
Our lovely sponsors.
all the people that help
Hashtag
Sell that
Bell.
shit.
and all you listeners, and the hashtag Sell the Bell.
You crazy cats and kittens.
No, wrong.
Nope,
Wrong.
Reverse that. Gone.
Do that voodoo that you do.
It's all you.
No, fair enough.
All right. So we're out.
Did you even watch it?
Yeah, we're going to break.
Mike, what are you eating? That looks amazing.
Oh, this? It's just a delicious El Snor burrito from El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Is that nacho cheese sauce and hot Cheetos?
Nacho cheese, hot Cheetos, and their mouth-watering carne asada. And I'm dipping it in their creamy guac.
Creamy guac.
Oh.
Yum.
Giggity.
I guess this is a great time to remind everyone that if they're ever in the Inland Empire area, visit Ray at El Ranchito Taco Shop.
Yeah, totally. Check them out on Facebook.com/Ranchito Elsinore.
Or on their Instagram at Ranchito Elsinore.
Now I want me some Elsinore burrito and some of that creamy guac.
Giggity.
I can always give you some of my creamy guac, Jake. Just ask.
El Ranchito Taco Shop, Lake Elsinore.
More than just great Mexican food.
Hey, Mike, you like free shit, right?
You know I do, Jake.
Well, man, have you heard about Anchor? It is by far the easiest way to make a podcast. So let me explain. There are creation tools that they allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, so it is super, super easy to use.
You're right, Jake. It makes it super easy to distribute your podcast from all the podcatchers like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership.
Allie, another important thing to note is, did you know that it's free? And it's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Jake, Allie, and Mike, that was a great advertisement.
Thank you.
And welcome back, guys. Weren't those products and sponsors just amazing?
The products and sponsors were absolutely fantastic.
Speaking of sponsorships, hashtag Sell the Bell.
Hashtag Sell the Bell. You want to be a part of this? Hashtag Sell the Bell.
Yes, contact us. So we have quite a backlog of listener emails, and it's time to bring some of these to light.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited for this. We love you guys for writing in, sharing your stories with us, asking questions. Please continue to do so.
This is awesome. This is probably one of my favorite parts, really, with the true interacting.
Hands
this
down
is
my
awesome.
favorite part. Hands down my favorite part.
Hands down what?
My favorite part.
Oh, I thought you were going to say pants. Okay, anyways.
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but I feel a little parched.
Are you
Wait,
parched?
I am.
Wait,
Isn't that a type of fish?
Poached.
Sure.
Perch.
Perch.
I think I caught one in Animal Crossing before.
I heard you got to be
Is this
careful.
okay to
They
hold
have
this here?
Sharp, pointy.
Yeah, that's fine.
points.
Do you hear that?
Is it you?
Oh my god. Kevin made the mouth noise. It wasn't Jake. I thought Jake TM'd that.
No, that is not TM'd. That is between friends.
Gonna have to find a way to edit that out now.
I mean, TM. So,
Listener mail.
Yeah, exactly. Listener mail. We have a couple of stories. So, we are actually, goddamn.
This is delicious.
I cannot contain myself.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here.
Exactly. Nice, frosty, mango lemonade.
Sorry, guys.
Good job, Kevin. You're doing it, and you're doing it well. Thank you.
Phrasing.
Doing it and doing it well.
I like your style, kid.
So we are going to start off with the first bit of listener mail that we've had sent in. This is from George, and we'll go George S, just so he knows who we're talking about. So he sent us a message to start with. He goes, hey guys, I would love it if you guys would talk on your podcast about the thoughts about lying to customers when it comes to parts not getting ordered and managers, service advisors telling customers that it was ordered. Also, what about moving vehicles inside the shop and not working on them because the service manager and advisors lied to the customers and said that we are working on them. He continues to go on to say, I work for a Ford dealer. I just got thrown under the bus because I sent in an RO with a TSB to order parts at 10:30 for warranty hot order, and the parts department didn't order them yesterday. The customer was just driving through town and the DPF has internal failure. The service manager and the service advisor then told me that they called the customer and told him that the DPF was delayed in the transport as it is coming from Sacramento to Tillamook. I love their ice cream.
And cheese.
They told me not to tell the customer, and that was screwed up. The customer is a cool guy, and if you just owned up to it and told him that it didn't get ordered yesterday, he would have been cool with that as long as we do our best and make it happen. It's crap like this what gives dealers a bad name, in my honest opinion. Best part is that the customer is coming to talk to me about this later this afternoon, and I want to tell him what's going on because I'm tired of the guys up from lying to customers, especially good ones that only get work done here. I'm pretty sure that everyone knows that issues are going on with COVID and should be able to understand.
Right.
Yeah.
So, with that, I'm 100% on his side.
As a customer, I'm on your side. Just tell me what's going on.
Right, and it goes
Kevin,
back.
customer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm biting my tongue over here.
Don't bite your tongue. You're part of this. You tell
Okay,
us
so
Hashtag Southern
Hashtag Southern
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Like,
hold on, we're releasing industry secrets here. We
yeah,
can't.
no, like, dude, you guys just fucked the game up for everything. Like, forever.
It's not always like that. It's not.
No.
always like that.
No, I know it's not always
But-
like that, but it is when I'm over there.
It is what I'm over. God damn it, it's
Well,
Kevin.
What would you want? Like, would you want someone to be upfront and
I
be
just
like,
want honesty.
Yep.
yeah,
As much as I can.
Sometimes
Like,
it's hard to tell the customer that, oh my God, so and so fucked up and
Yeah,
broke
you
this
don't
piece, and
wanna-
now we have
Cool,
to
did you
wait
replace
3
it?
more days. For sure.
and am I in a rental car?
It's written on it's documented on the repair
The
order.
fuck do I
but
care?
It sometimes it may, or if the piece gets damaged in transit and FedEx drops it off and your brake line is now folded into 4 pieces, it doesn't work anymore. So yes, that's a parts delay, and I'm sorry, but the parts were delayed. Or if the thing that we ordered and said that, oh, we can get it shipped next day from so and so dealer,
Right.
But they end up not sending it to us, or sell to somebody else and not telling us. Those are typical things. But what difference to you does it make as a customer if I tell you that I'm sorry we had a parts delay versus, man, the guy working on the car dropped the car off the lift and damaged all this stuff or whatever. Obviously if there's like a very major circumstance, and yeah, we have to tell you the truth. But if it's a little white lie, I don't think it matters this way or that way, to be honest.
No, I mean, I agree with you. I just understand.
A little white lie. I mean,
I just don't understand why
Well,
you
there's
wouldn't
a
just say
difference.
the truth.
Okay,
'Cause
so
both of them are like, oh, I get that.
because we want you to have faith in us, and if we tell you that we made a mistake, that might make you think that we have. I mean, that's just my personal.
okay, so on that point,
I agree. Honesty is the best policy.
Yeah, 100% every time.
But and I'm honest to a fault. But there's that little certain.
I guess for me,
little bit.
I'm not seeing my frustrations as a customer with the automotive industry as like, oh, it's taking longer and they gave me a bullshit excuse for that. For me, it's more of bullshit that's not fucking covered under warranty. Like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, I've got an Adaleaf, but my fucking entire A pillar is vibrating.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, or like my seatbelt is vibrating in my ear because my seat's all the way back because I'm tall, and the B pillar, like, the whole fucking thing's vibrating, or it's the seals for the weather stripping for my doors or something. But like, how's that not covered under warranty?
BMW told me that it was the detailing product that I use. I said, I've never detailed this car, and the only washes I've gotten are exterior washes. So.
Yeah.
So
Spin
on
me
that
another one.
on that note of both
Well,
what you and Mike
can't
have said,
Fined if you do not cover something for warranty that is supposed to be covered.
Right. And who do I call for that?
Yeah, customer service. Like your vehicle's
Oh, right.
manufacturers has a customer service line.
Right.
You
And I think that's
actually-
what it's going to come down to is I think, honestly, I'm just going to call up Toyota and be like, yo, this place in my town sucks. Here's the issues I'm having. Now, based off of what I'm telling you,
That dealership
would this
is a
be
known shit.
Yeah,
dealer.
yeah, right.
Sorry if
Yes,
you
it
work
is.
there.
They're rated
Toyota
3.2
people.
stars on Yelp because they're fucking douchebags. But going in there almost with like a prescription or something that's like, yo, this is from Toyota, like you're gonna fix this shit and it's under warranty, pending your inspection,
Right.
whatever that's worth. But yeah, that's really the frustrating part, is you feel like you're kind of lost, because it's like, the last time something like that happened to me, I threatened with the BBB and he kind of fucking scoffed in my face, and it was like, oh, okay. I think that's also maybe a little of a defense mechanism where it's like, yeah, that's nothing. Oh shit, fuck, like,
Yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
on that note, with what you guys said, you're right, Mike, and Kevin's right. But at the same time, in my personal opinion, the honesty is the best policy. But with someone like you, Kev, it's like you have to feel out those situations. Your little white lie is gonna work with like an old lady, somebody who's not super hip with the whole thing, who would get inconvenienced with the fact that it's got to be here another day. You, on the other hand, with a customer like you could tell with the way that you carry yourself, talk about things. It would be just better to be like, look, man, this is what happened. This is what we're doing to fix it. This is what it's going to take. We've got your back. So in the fact of, yes, a white lie is okay in certain situations. And then in, the other side of the coin, just be straightforward. So, with what he's asking, management should never be just okay with being all like, hide this car, blatantly lie, don't care what you have to do, just don't tell them. That's not right. So how he goes, I want to just tell the customer, you should, man. You should just be straightforward, even if you do it off-site or you get the dude's number.
Always the best policy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm still kind of struggling to find the
reason
why you would lie about it, because like it's either your incompetence, your negligence as a dealer or as a technician or whatever, and you should fess up to that.
There shouldn't be a reason to have to lie.
Right. Or it's a supply chain, or it's luck of the draw. Like you said, the FedEx dude dropped the thing, and your brake line's now in four pieces.
All the time.
Like,
yep. I get a torque converter in a box, and there's more torque converter than there is box. And let me tell you, when this thing gets dropped, or not even a torque converter, any other part, when it gets dropped, it's no longer good. I don't feel like putting this into your car. You paid money for this part, or it's under warranty. Like, I need to make sure this part operates correctly. It's been kicked around the back of a FedEx truck, or not necessarily FedEx, but it's been kicked around the back of the truck for a while.
Independent.
I don't want to put this into your vehicle.
We had a shipping company send us an engine out of its
shipping company.
Thank you. Yeah. Send us an engine out of its box, off of a pallet, on a pallet jack, on its side.
I was about to say,
just the engine
on its side.
Just on the engine on its side, loose on a pallet jack. And he's just dragging it off the back of the truck like, no big deal. We're like, He's like, what do you mean? You're going to put it back into the truck and take it back where it came from.
I don't have a return to sender stamp.
I'm sorry. Was that expensive piece?
And he goes,
it was.
Killing it. Hashtag sell a belt. Give me a belt.
Ding, ding.
Yes. Kevin, you're killing it, dude.
And he goes, what's wrong with it? What do you mean what's wrong with it? The oil pan is dented. There's a giant gouge in the side of the head. All of the bolts are bent. What do you mean what's wrong with it?
I want you to know this.
He's like, well, it wasn't me. It must have been done at the hub. We don't really care. Take it back. But to not get too far off, always be truthful. Bottom of the line, so we appreciate the story, or the question, but be honest. Even if you got, like I said, take him off site, get the dude's personal number. If you don't feel like doing it there, or your management may get upset at you, do what you feel right. It feels right.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Or maybe they're one of those dealerships that are owned by a bigger company, and your call is recorded for your convenience and quality control purposes.
Yeah. What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Thanks,
that's
Kevin.
true.
Yep.
It's tough to make that kind of a decision.
But you should, man. It's like, George, do what you feel is right, man. Generally speaking, it'll always be better if you follow your gut than if you don't.
So, speaking of advice and how to handle difficult situations, we have another listener mail, and Jake is going to describe this one as well. Read us through it.
So this one comes from Tom. So, hi, my name is Tom.
Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Hi. Hi, I'm Tom.
Oh, yeah. Nice
Don't you
callback.
remember
That was
that?
awesome. Yes, I do.
Oh wait, is that MySpace?
No. Hi, I'm Tom is from Jimmy Neutron and all types of different stuff.
No,
Yes,
you're
that.
wrong. No, hi.
Oh, that's
10
Hi, I'm
second-
Paul. I'm sorry.
10-second Tom from 55th
Yes.
States. He keeps saying, "Hi, I'm Tom. Hi, I'm Tom." Okay,
The
sorry.
yeah.
Okay, I digress.
So, hi, my name is Tom. As I've implied in the subject line of this email, I am very new to the automotive industry. As of April this year, and have been employed with 3 different dealerships with 1 dealership group. My professional background includes 4 years of active duty military service as a gunner's mate in the U.S. Navy overseas. So, to stop there just for a quick second, I want to thank all of the service members, either active, retired, whatever the case, the ones who listen to this, protect the country. I seriously thank you very, very much.
Thank you so much for your service.
We all appreciate it more than you know. We are able to do this because of people like you.
And I want to shout out to my long time friend, Jessica, who's in the Navy. Thanks for listening, and thank you for your support.
Very nice. So, U.S. Navy overseas. 3 years as a youth detention officer, a short stint as an assistant to a rental property manager, and an even shorter time as a vacation rental inspector. So this is very new to me, and I've had to do a lot of self-training online in my free time. Luckily, among all the awesome resources I found, I stumbled across this podcast. Thank you.
That's awesome. So cool.
Hashtag sell the bell.
Hashtag sell the bell.
I'd like to give you all a rundown of my dealer experience since I got hired. First day on the job, I was assigned to shadow the company's most successful advisor in my area at a GMC Buick dealer. After a week and a few days of learning under his wing, I was quickly tossed into a Mopar advisor position, where of course the same basic principles of being an advisor applied, but even after a month of work, there I was, only just getting comfortable enough to consistently apply what I had learned in my first week on the job. And now, as of this past Monday again, due to staffing, I got uprooted to another dealer within the same company, this time Ford Lincoln. And I find myself struggling again to apply the basics as I scramble to write for the new-to-me car line. I relate to Allie a lot, in the fact that I am a people pleaser, and while I do everything I can to underpromise and overdeliver, 1 out of 10 people are beyond pleasing, and that hits hard sometimes. And I can't help but blame myself and lack of experience. Aside from, keep cool, carry on, dig deep, and learn the new stuff quickly, etc., what advice would y'all give to a new guy in my position?
You took too much, man. You took too much.
Nah, not even.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just a
We have a man of many. We
so.
have a man of many hats here, dude. You sound like a man of many hats. I'm going to start with saying, if you can handle the Navy and some of those other things,
oh my goodness,
you're golden. I'm like, dig your feet in, dig your feet in, like you said, and just keep going, man. It's
hold fast, sailor. Hold fast, sailor.
Tom, you have all the tools required in your mental tool belt. And I like to use this a lot because my therapist introduced this to me, and
And how does that make you feel?
She tried to tell me that
you have a therapist?
I did for a long time.
Oh, cool.
Anger management.
Really? You?
Like, oh yeah.
In a van down by the river.
You wouldn't know today because she was a great therapist.
Really? I never would have guessed you had anger management.
Subject for a different podcast.
We need to touch on that. I'm interested.
I'm a much different person.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay.
So anyway, shout out to my therapist.
Shout out to Sandra.
So she tried to find a way to, and again, this was many years ago, but she tried to find a way to help me relate the skills that I had in coping with all of these stress things and how to deal with, being moved around and all this kind of stuff. And she told me, so, you have your tool belt, right? And I'm like, well, I don't work construction. I work in the automotive industry. But, so yes, I did have a tool belt when I worked construction. So she's like, well, you have all those skills in your tool belt, so it's your mental tool belt. And I just thought like, oh, my coping skill, my anger management skill, my this skill, it's just in one of these bags on my waist. And so it was just a very interesting way. And that's what I had.
Where's my 10 millimeter coping socket?
It's in the left hand pouch right by, so, I mean,
coping socket.
Very good, Kevin. Very good. But yeah, first of all, Tom, you sound like you got a great head on your shoulders, and you should have no problem adjusting to the actual lifestyle once you're a couple months into it. I mean, nobody expects you to learn a specific line or a style of computer or a software or whatever right away, and then being switched around through all these different places within a short period of time. Trying to learn different brands and different
is stressful as hell.
It's stressful. It's hard enough to learn one and be good at it at one time, and then just being switched around. So yes, you've been dealt a kind of hard hand in the beginning, but man, stick fast, because this business has a great opportunity for you to sell and grow and make some money and enjoy your job.
I feel like, if you're already being put in other places, to now you're Ford Lincoln, now you're going to these other, like, there's a reason they're moving you up. Like, I feel
I'd like to think so as well.
They believe that you can handle it.
For sure.
They wouldn't put you into a new situation right away if they didn't think you could handle it.
They're not going to set you up for failure, because that doesn't work for them either. There's a lot of costs that are involved with new hire process and stuff like that. They don't want to set you up to fail. They want you to produce for them.
You can also look at it is with you have now touched on GMC Buick, Mopar, and Lincoln Ford. So when you finally find a place where you can like kind of root and you've been there for a bit, bingo, you've got you've got 5 different car lines. So it's like, if you do like this field and you get good and you find a place you sink, you can then go anywhere, dude. You can go, I jumped from here to here to here in this time period, and I succeeded in each, and that's huge.
So so not to tongue in cheek too much, but I don't think that he's necessarily talking about jumping ship right now.
No. Going from each, having to be moved from each different.
Changing careers,
Right.
I think he likes this industry, but it's just hard for him to cope. And honestly, the best thing is to just keep doing what you're doing.
Dig deep.
Well, and, being in this industry and being someone who's a people pleaser is really hard, because you're not going to please everyone. And I really feel him for, the 1 out of 10 people, like that's hard. It's hard to deal with, because you couldn't please everybody.
Correct.
That's like the best thing you can do professionally for yourself, is to stop trying to be a people pleaser.
Yep. Admit to yourself you can't
matter,
do everybody.
and you have to try as much as you can.
There is a certain level
but to have everyone like you at work and have all that, it's just you can't do that anymore. You got to look after you. You got to get your shit done. And if people have a problem with that, then fuck them,
Well, and that's where I was going to go with that. Because at the end of the day, like, I think that you're good at your job and that you're adaptable, and you just have to have that confidence.
And that alone will keep you going.
A huge part of this is confidence. And I'm not saying like being cocky or anything, but this is going to sound super cheesy, but you have to like believe in yourself and know that you can do it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't think you can do it, then chances are that's going to bleed off.
Right. And Tom,
Exactly.
It's like, if it helps you any, man, I went from, even though I've been in the automotive industry for a long time, I went from a completely different field of IT, doing all different types of stuff, and then went into like hardcore, actually, automotive field is my job, not a hobby or helping at a shop or a friend or whatever that. I started off as a porter, and it was just, 3 months as a porter, a position opened up, and I'm like, I want it. And they gave me the opportunity. So coming from somebody who also came in super green and super fresh, I feel your sense of the first couple of months are weird. It's like you're learning all the new stuff. Everything's coming at you fast. You're a people pleaser, which I like to do. When I first came in, it was the same thing. Was like, I want everybody to leave here with a smile, and that's
a good mentality.
It is, but it's not realistic. It's
people are people, and
right.
So for every 10 customers that you have, 9 are going to be awesome and happy and super satisfied,
and 1 is already come in there with the mentality of, you are not.
Even if you gave that person $1 million and their free service, they still wouldn't be able to be happy with what you've done, because they're just miserable people in general.
Right. And
people are people. You cannot have control over that. There's no way to have control over that. So you just have to learn to have the skills to just move on, because you've already, don't focus your energy on the bad people, because that's not how, that's not beneficial for the people that you can help. You can't help this person. Doesn't mean ignore them, doesn't mean to be rude, but it just means you need to move on
and to give you kind of a goal, Tom, or something to look forward to. Goal is the wrong word, but I found that pretty much at the 3-month, 4-month mark was when I was like, okay, I get this. I can do this. I'm good at this. I've got a calling for this. And that's when it was really like everything clicked. The light bulbs turned on, the power, threw on. And I was like, let's go, 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 go. So the biggest advice I can give you, at least coming from my end, is keep going. It's going to be shitty for a couple of times, and it is the first off. You're going to get hit with that first time where you can't please a customer, or you get a really bad one where they're like, you lied, this was never like this, whatever. I promise you, you're going to get one of those.
There's going to be those people.
Especially in your first couple of months. It's like, it's Murphy's Law, and it's going to hurt, but use that as a learning. After a couple of months, you'll sink in, dude, and you'll be great in this field, man. 100%.
And part of what keeps me going is when I do have, maybe I don't have like customers that way, but I do have like certain situations. And as long as I know at the end that I gave it my all to do it, that leaves me with something.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me feel better about the situation. You just have to take a moment and recognize that.
Right. So, Mike is now going to read the third, and this one is from Anonymous. Anonymous. All right, that was cheesy as hell.
Oh my God.
Sorry about that, guys.
I had to do it, though.
Okay. So this person actually requested to remain anonymous, but still allowed.
Didn't you hear the song?
I did. I just wanted for clarification purposes, but still allowed us to read his story on the air with you guys and share it with you. So here we go.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Thank you, Anonymous. We really appreciate you.
Hip hop.
Anonymous.
Hey guys, I really love the podcast and keep up the good work. It's so fun to hear that other people have to go through the same stuff that I do. As it turns out, customers are the same everywhere, even across the country. Surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Thanks again for making my Fridays just a little bit more fun. The loaner portion of the latest episode, which was a few episodes ago,
Yeah,
how backlogged we are. The loaner portion of the latest episode reminds me of an incident at our dealership. We work at a Lincoln dealership, so our management bends over backward for our customers. Like driving loaners out 50 miles away to pick up their car for an oil change.
Jesus.
Crazy.
Going the extra mile.
Extra 50 miles. That's
By
super
your-
I got
crazy.
to say, that's what I appreciate about you.
Anywho, and that's actually written in here. And anywho, we had a guy with a clapped out town car that couldn't even pass our state inspection, which I also talked about state inspections.
Yep.
And okay.
Yep.
All right. Demanding a loaner car. And of course, we gave it to him. A week later, when we got it back, he had put close to 5,000 miles on it.
That's insane. Like, where did you go?
Our service manager was furious and demanded to know how the fuck this guy put so many miles on our loaner. As it turns out, this guy had a limo business and was using our car as part of it.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
He even took pictures of it and put it on his website. When confronted, he played it off like he did nothing wrong. Honestly, we were more concerned because he was commercially driving people around in a car that he had just put $6,000 in just to pass inspection.
Yes.
Yes.
Either way, needless to say, he is not allowed to use our loaners ever again.
Oh my God.
You don't say. Huh.
Man.
That's crazy.
Thank you, Anonymous. That was a super good
Loaner
one.
control.
Jesus. Well, and slightly riff off of that, it's we had a guy come in. I don't know, not too long ago, a week or two, who knows? I lose track. He had an oil leak. Turns out he needs a head. Backorder parts are horrible.
We could all use some
Dude, I'm scrambling. I'm scrambling for the phrasing right now. Like,
Choose.
phrasing.
if this thing had keys, you'd just be hearing it.
Phrasing.
There we. Oh, thank God.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
I'm gonna give it another one.
Phrasing.
Oh, thank God.
So backordered parts, of course, we have to put the guy into a loaner. So he is in the loaner for 2, count them, 2 days.
How many days?
2 days.
Okay.
Dos. Oh, my Lord.
You're welcome.
So we get a call 2 days later, and thankfully it wasn't my customer, so I didn't have to be the one who was super stressed about it. And he calls and he's like, hey, guys, I wrecked your loaner.
What does high score mean?
So he goes, I wrecked your loaner. And we're like, okay. And to add insult to injury, his insurance does not cover loan vehicles.
Mother of God.
How is that allowed to happen?
Yeah.
So I'll get to that. So his insurance doesn't cover loaners. So number one, his insurance is paying for the repairs. It's just it just has to be, he has to pay whatever X amount. It's like insurance is barely going to help him. Doesn't matter. So he goes, well, blah, 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 whatever. You sign the agreement. The minute you step into this car, whether your insurance does or doesn't cover it, you're responsible for all damages. We give them a copy. We read it to them.
Contract.
It's how it is. So he goes, okay, well, I'm going to come drop the loan car off to you so you guys can send it to whatever body shop you want, and I'll just take another one of your loaners.
Inconceivable.
And
he must be a comedian, right?
dude, and I mean, he was dead serious too. He's like,
Jokes
I'll
for
just
days.
Yeah, he dead serious. He's like, yeah, I'll just come up. I'll come pick up another loaner. We're like, the fuck, no, you ain't. So we're like, here's the number to a rental car place.
Generic rental.
Oh, I thought you gave him the 1-800-EAT-SHIT number.
Yeah, exactly. And we're like, you're more than welcome to go ahead and go through these guys
Rejection hotline.
On your own.
on your own. And that's all good and dandy. The one thing about our loan car system that is flawed in the best way that I can put. So
Flawed?
flawed, yeah. So our customers blatantly take advantage of the loaners.
Yeah, you talked about this before.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we all know that whole
Horrible.
entire thing right there. I still don't understand why we continue to do that, because it will continue to happen like that. I mean, it happened to me personally. I had a guy come in, had insurance. I called his insurance because he's like, I'm a new driver. I just got out of jail. Red flag number one.
Man, nothing
It
is
was-
fucked here. Nothing is fucked.
It was for traffic-related incidents, flag number 2, and I got out because John Legend was the one who said that I didn't do it, flag number 3. So anyway, so I called
John Legend.
Yeah, John Legend
Hey, it
is
could have been
huge
Kim
with
K.
the whole African-American community. You've been thrown in jail for the wrong reason. The guy was in jail for the wrong reason. Super cool guy, but he committed murder. And he was in jail for committing murder. He killed his stepdad.
Allegedly.
Yeah. He killed his stepdad and
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And
This took a crazy turn. It's crazy.
John allegedly.
John allegedly. Wow.
Kevin. Gold
Can I get a bell?
You know what you deserve, Kevin?
What's that?
A pizza party.
Oh, flat Diet Coke. So I called this guy's insurance and I go, is this guy covered for rentals? And they're like, yeah, of course he is. I'm like, okay, perfect. So I throw him into a loan vehicle and he wrecks it.
You mean shenanigans?
And he gets back and he's like, oh my God, dude. And the sad part about this is he had been out for 4 months and he had just got his license back 1 week prior to wrecking this loan car. So we felt bad for him and we call his insurance together because he just didn't know how to do it. It was like somebody new coming out.
Right, yeah.
He'd been in jail his whole life. So we help him and we call him. We're like, okay, this is what happened, all that. And he's like, yeah, no, he doesn't have rental coverage. What? What do you mean? And they're like, yeah, we don't cover it. There's an addendum if it's not through an actual rental company, we won't cover it. What?
You mean shenanigans?
You mean shenanigans? Bruh. So, yeah, it happens, but either way, it's, fuck.
That was yes, that was just a shitty situation.
That was. And I felt so bad for the guy.
Yeah, no, that
he was
sucks.
so worried too.
He was.
That's a terrible situation to be in. Like, anyways.
You know what else is terrible?
What's that?
The end of the show.
No.
No.
Dad?
Yeah, it's that time.
Damn.
All right.
Who's taking us out?
I know. All right.
It's
Well,
your mic.
I was going to say,
It's
Mikey,
always
you
been
should
you.
because we've got something
But
special that's close to all of us.
yeah.
But
So before we actually officially end the show, I just want to say, from all of us here at Customer States, Sean Lifter, we love you.
We love you.
We love you, Sean.
And if you guys don't know, Sean is dealing with a wee bit of cancer. It's not a wee bit. He needs everybody's love and support.
He's like the sixth member.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a great friend and
We'll put him above the bell.
huge inspiration. And we're gonna get him on here at some point.
Yes.
When he is beat cancer's ass.
No. We're gonna get him on here. I mean, obviously, yes. After he beats,
Right, that's what I mean. When he beats cancer's ass and he's healthy and he can be
to get
here.
him on here within the next week or so.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, we've
That'd
tried
be
to have it in
awesome.
the works, but he's been in and out of the hospital recently, and
Right.
So I just need him to focus on his health, and then once he's feeling better, then he can come on and play around with us. But once again, Sean Lifter, he's got a beautiful wife and 2 beautiful children.
He's an awesome dad,
awesome friend, awesome worker, and he really needs your support. You can help him not only with your thoughts and prayers, but with you can go to GoFundMe.com and search for Sean Lifter. That's Sean SEAN Lifter LIFTER, and man, he could really use you guys.
Anything helps.
Support. Anything helps. Just drop in and say hi. But anyway, we love you, Sean.
Love you, bud.
We love you, Sean. And if you guys can do anything, like maybe this episode, if you don't want to donate to the podcast, please donate to
something
Sean.
to him.
Yep.
Like that
Something.
means more to us than
Show him that you care
Than
about
us.
him as much as we do. But on a lighter note, we can go ahead and again thank you all you listeners out there. Without your likes, comments, shares, everything,
Stories, emails.
without you guys.
Continue to send them in. Circulate the tapes, as MST3K used to say. You can find us at Twitter and Instagram at customer_states. You can find us at Facebook at Facebook.
Hello, can you go?
So I made one mistake this episode. Good. Write that one down as well. Facebook.com/customerstatespodcast. Please email us at customerstatespodcast@gmail.com, which again just also happens to be our PayPal.
You can also support us on Anchor.com.
Anchor.fm.
Anchor.fm.
Yes. And again, hashtag sell the bell.
Hashtag sell the bell.
But honestly,
That's my favorite.
we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Please continue to write in and comment and like and share. We cannot do it without you.
And
Yeah.
continue to compliment Allie. She loves it.
Oh, my ego is just
Inflated.
My cup
Ban it.
overflows.
My
So
cup
you get
overfloweth.
nothing.
or something.
Or something.
You definitely get something if you participate in
Sometimes maybe good,
hashtag sell the bell.
sometimes maybe shit.
Let us give you something. The bell.
All right, guys. We will see you next week.
Love you.
And I got to say, that's what I appreciate about you.
Hi, this is Mike Serra from Customer States. Matco Tools is one of the best tool companies in the industry, and Nick Lowridge is one of the best Matco tool distributors. Nick can get me anything I need for the shop or for at home. From oil drain pans to beef jerky, Nick's got what I need on tap. Nick works in the Thousand Oaks, California area, and you too can get whatever you need by calling him at 805-796-7323. And if you're not in that area, call him anyway and tell him you heard about him from the Customer States podcast. And then you can hop on to matcotools.com and find a Matco Tools distributor near you. Matco Tools. Service, trust, results.